Hey, wondering if there's anybody out there watching me. Try to figure out where I am and what I'm doing here. I still need training in this. One reason or another, I can't ever seem to figure out whether or not I'm actually doing anything. Let's see here. Try to figure out where I am, what I'm looking at. Showing that I've got a good connection tonight, so maybe Cary, North Carolina is good to me after all. Yes, I am live. And I'm trying to figure out how to. I guess I view the chat right here. This is a new setup. YouTube has changed. They're not doing the same thing they used to do. So now I'm trying to figure out how YouTube is different. And I still have to do a couple of things before I get done and we can just sit and talk while I'm playing. Um, Today. Okay. Gotta get my image files in here for the actual, what's up, JW? The Gotta get my image files in here so you guys can actually see what I'm running for auction. Find it here real quick. Generally, I know what I'm doing. Let anybody else know that. All right. Another one. Hang out, folks, while I get my crap all situated here. Figure out what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I gotta get my stuff together. I gotta get ready. Johnny Patton, how you doing, buddy? Roy Driscoll. I'm seeing some names that appear to be new to me. Make sure that you've registered with Penny Parent before you start bidding because we only allow bids from registered people. And registration simply means sending an email with your name, your YouTube name, and your email address to us so that we know how to bill you. Payments are accepted through PayPal only unless otherwise arranged. I have one more thing to add here, and then I can start taking better attention to what's going on around me. Definitely have an issue. My resolution here. Does everybody see me okay? I say I have no sound. Perhaps it's that I had no sound because my mic was not yet in position and I wasn't speaking directly into it. How about now? Mr. Bill, you should be able to hear me at this point. Looks great. Does it sound good? That's my last concern for now. Whether or not they sound good. Let's see. See, I gotta get this set here real quick. And I'm gonna set up my hotkeys real quick. Previous played this set up. There we go. Okay. Sound is on. Sounds good. Looks good. Everything's working. It's 1953 hours. That is 7:53 for those of you who are not in the military. And I'm 7 minutes early. And I'm actually streaming 7 minutes early. I'm going to try to get some more viewers in here before we get really cooking hard with gas. I've got a lot of different stuff up this week. I've recently moved. You can see the new digs. It's not the same as it used to be. That's for sure. Hang on just a second. I'll give you a really quick tour. All right. So in order to do this, I'm going to have to take the camera off the mount and I'm going to show you around a little bit. There's my office and everything that goes with the office. If I can not earthquake cam you here, and I can see my studio there that I'm working with here. And there's my microscope and my bookcase and my posters and me. And then over here, my closet. And the outside, my printer. The outside, the hallway out there has got all my roll stock in it. I am upstairs in a relatively decent neighborhood in Cary, North Carolina. Now, Cary, North Carolina is near Morrisville. Morrisville is where my mailing address is. We are currently at P.O. Box 646, Morrisville, North Carolina, 27560. Anyone needs to know that. That's what you're going to get. If you bid and win items, you're going to get items from that address. And that is the current address of Coppercoins. Let's see. We have Amber, Jody, Coin Junkie, Johnny Patton, Beth Coddington. Hello to all. Cent Hoarder, Bill Betts, Dell's Treasures. I didn't mention anybody. It's just because I simply read over your name thinking I'd already read your name. All right, we got 21 people on here right now. Got about 3 or 4 minutes before I need to get started. Well, the move up here was, I guess I would say, uneventful for someone who has 4 tons of stuff to move. It was interesting. The space that I have here is much nicer, much better than the space that I had in Florida. I'm happy to be in North Carolina. I'm happy to be out of Florida. Certain things about Florida that I loved and certain things about Florida I really did not like. And most of the things I did not like about Florida were the heat, the excessive sunshine, and all of the things that a lot of other people seem to really love. Well, if you have lupus, it tends to get it into your skin. But North Carolina is much nicer. Even when it's hot outside, it's not so hot because it's not nearly as humid here as it was in Florida. And the typical temperature this time of year is much nicer. It's actually really pretty. Yeah, I know, Amber. I know you wish you were up in this neck of the woods. But unfortunately, it didn't quite work out that way. You didn't hop on the truck when I was passing through town. I told you when I was coming through. So, we are at 7:57. We're going to be starting here in 3 minutes. The current temperature outside is 72 degrees. We actually hit a near record high yesterday, and I was outside walking the dog for a half hour. I didn't even realize it was hot. We got up to 93 degrees yesterday. That's like a normal temperature in Florida from, March through October. Hello, Victoria. All right, let me see if I can see everything that I've got going on here and what I should be doing. This is very different from the way YouTube used to be. Misplaced Youper girl. You must not be in the UP of Michigan. Must be somewhere else. James Eubanks. Thank you. Thank you for the welcome to North Carolina. I like North Carolina. It's a nice place. All right. Let me see if I have the things done that I should have done to have moved forward. No, actually. Oh, this could be kind of a challenging thing here. If I can get these moved. Okay, so I may have to do a little bit of swapping things around because I've messed up and not done things properly today. I will get these things more correctly put in their spot where they actually belong by the time I come back on next time. But for now, we'll deal with it the way it is. So let me move on over. We'll just jump to the first item up for bids. How's that sound? It's 8 o'clock on the dot. We got plenty of people in here. Chris Vines, hey there. Jody's here. All right. Let me go ahead and jump on over. My name is Chuck Daughtry. I'm the owner of Coppercoins.com. I'm the owner of LincolnCent.com. You're welcome to visit those websites anytime. Coppercoins is a compendium of Lincoln Cent die varieties. There's nothing for sale there. Everything there is yours to use. And then LincolnCent.com is a website that carries mainly Lincoln Cents. It's called LincolnCent.com, but I sell coins there. And I sell coins for the better of being able to continue to provide information to collectors who are serious about collecting Lincoln Cents and die varieties. And so with that, we have, I'm not going to bring up the splash screen for it because it's a little bit difficult, but we do have Jody Gomez here. We have Brady. We have Amber. We have Penny Parent, Jessica Johnson. That's our 4 moderators. You'll notice that they are moderators because they have wrenches next to their names. Any of those people will be able to take care of you if there's ever a problem. I may not be able to take care of you because not only am I talking a few seconds before you, but I'm also trying to pay attention to everything at once. Makes a lot more sense if I have other people to help me out here, and I definitely appreciate their help. We have Amber calling time tonight. Penny Parent will be calling the auction itself, so she will be putting up exactly what's up for auction. Jody will be talking about the items, and Brady will be moderating. So here we go. First item up for bids. We're going to start off with Lot 366 tonight. Lot 366 is a 1960D, RPM number 24. It's a 1mm024 Lincoln Cent repunch mint mark, and these are in Gem BU. I'm going to start the bidding on this one at $3, which is about $5 under its current value. You can see this is a really nice D over D over D, and it has an east, which shows as a bar inside the center of the mint mark, with a hook off to the right side showing one of the D mint marks. And then the other secondary D mint mark is actually in the lower serif, and you can see, if you look really hard, you can see a split in the lower serif there. So you've got 2 making up the primary mint mark, and you've got 1 off to the east for a total of 3 mint marks. We're going to open this up for bids at $3. If there's anyone having any problems, any technical issues with being able to keep up with what's going on or being able to bid, please let me know. We'll do what we can to try to get this thing all straightened out for you. Where to send information to register. I believe someone has already posted the email address for that. It's going to be coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. That's coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. All you have to do is send in your name, your YouTube screen name, and your PayPal email address, and we'll get you registered and you can start bidding. I'm going to leave this one up there for just another minute or so. We need to get bids started at $3, or I'll pull it and move on to the next item. These are red coins. They're Gem BU. Yes, we will be doing the timer. Benjamin Marler puts a bid of $3 up there. Which reminds me, I need to actually start up my timer. Make sure it's actually going to work. It isn't going to work here. Let's see. I've got this set up in the wrong place. I need to go set this up in the right place. And I will, let's see. No, that isn't going to work either. Wow. I messed this up, and when I messed this up, I messed it up nice and royally. Let me try to get a text going here. Timer. If I can get it started. And why isn't it showing? It is. Okay. There we go. There's a timer. So we do have a $3 bid by Benjamin Marler. We've got a $3 bid by Todd Carmen, followed by a $4 bid by Todd Carmen. High bid is currently Todd Carmen at $4. Tell you what, folks, I don't want anybody to miss out. Don't want anybody to miss out on this one. I tell you what, at $4, just stop the timer here. At $4, I can sell up to 5 of these at $4. I'm sure Todd Carmen is interested because he's already got a bid of $4. What about Benjamin Marler? Are you interested at $4? Would you like to take one at $4? We start the timer on this. Hello, Mr. Dowdle. Benjamin Marler will take one at $4. Art Ring will take one at $4. So we got 3 of them sold at $4. One to Benjamin, one to Art Ring, and one to Todd Carmen. James Dowdle will take one at $4. Brings us down to 2 left. We got 2 left. This is a nice major repunchment mark. They're valued at around $8. I'm offering them at $4 right now. They're in Gem BU. We've got 3 out of 5 spoken for. Ray's Penny Farm will take one at $4. We got 1 left. Does anybody want the 1 left? Chris Vines, if you have not yet... Okay, I'll get you lines here in a minute. Chris Vines, if you've not yet registered with us, you need to send an email to coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Give us your real name, your YouTube screen name, which I'm assuming is Chris Vines, and your email address to where we can send a PayPal invoice for you to pay should you bid and win anything. That way, we will have your information so that when the auction is over, we'll be able to do the paperwork and get you the information. Bulldog takes the last one. So we've got all 5 spoken for on the 1960D 1MM024. And I need to add lines. Yes, I do. I'm going to teach Jessica how to do this. There you go, Jessica. We got them in there. Congrats to all who bid on these. They are rather difficult to look at, or rather difficult to find, not difficult to look at. They're actually really nice eye candy. All right, so let me move on to the next item. Next item, I have a 1982 George Washington half dollar. This is the first commemorative half dollar of the modern era. They made it out of 90% silver. So this one I'm selling right now, starting the bidding off at below melt at $6. $6 below melt. Coin Junkie gives me a $6 bid. And Cent Order comes in with a $6 bid. Somebody's got to up that bid. Coin Junkie's got it so far at $6. And so I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on this one. Now, the timer is not for your use. The timer is for the use of my time caller, who is Amber Panel. When she sees this roll down to 0 and go to time, she'll call time. When she calls time in the chat, we cannot accept any bids beyond her post of time. And that's how this works. Do not count on this being your live timer to use for sniping, because it will not work. Because she will be running at a different latency than you are. She calls 30 seconds and I show 23. So that's why it will not work for you. So get your bids in early and get them in often. Stephen Elliott, I believe, has already registered. If you have any question as to whether you have registered with us, you may send an email to coppercoinspayments@gmail.com to go ahead and re-register, just to be sure you're already registered. It doesn't cost you anything to register, and we won't penalize you for registering more than once. Amber calls time. Art Ring has the high bidder at $8. Thank you, Mr. Ring. And let's move on to the next item up for bids. Next item, this is a really nice 3-inch bronze medal of President Franklin Roosevelt, issued by the Bureau of the Mint. And it's a really nice looking bronze placard. I researched these on eBay, and they're selling for up to $20 on eBay. So I'm going to start this one off at $10 and give it a nice, good start. Anyone who likes FDR, perhaps collects Roosevelt or Roosevelt dimes, this is a wonderful piece. It shows the intention of the Roosevelt dime. I know it's facing the other direction, but it's the same portrait. Originally designed by John R. Sinnock, who unfortunately passed away in 1947, right after his design was put into use. I'm going to start this off at $10. Anyone want to start it at $10? $10, anyone? James Dowdle, that'll be coppercoins.com/auction. Just go to coppercoins.com/auction. You'll see all of the items that I have up for bids tonight. We're currently on lot number 368. We're going up through lot number, I believe, 396. We got some room to cover here. Well, I was actually a toss-up about whether or not I'd just keep this medal. If nobody wants to bid on it, I'll probably just keep it, because I really like it. All right, thank you, Beth. Okay, folks, with no interest in this item, I'm going to move on to the next item so we can actually progress through all of these items this evening. This one's a nice one, 1960D, RPM number 16. 1mm number 16. These coins are in choice to gem BU. They're all red, nice BU coin. It's one of the more major repunchment marks. I'm starting this one at $3. We got Coin Junkie up there at $3 for a good $3 start. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. Give you guys 1 minute to make a decision as to whether you want this one for higher than $3. Deep South Coin Scout bids 4. Todd bids 4 at the same time. So Todd, you're out, buddy. Here you go with a $5 bid. Thank you, Todd. And as we move forward with about 45 seconds left, Todd Carmen is currently the high bidder at $5. We can bid in 50-cent increments up to $10. I'll take 50-cent increments up to $10. Beth, the current high bid is $5. There you go, $6. So you could do $5.50. You could do $6.50 now. Anyone want it for $6.50 could take it for $6.50. Got about 20 seconds left. Yeah, I tell you what, I got a few of these too. So let me stop the timer. And take a look at how many I've got on a sheet. I put these on a sheet ahead of time so I know how much I've got. Looks like I got 5 of these available. So with 5 of these available, I'm going to make them available to you at $5. I'll keep them at $5 and make them relatively inexpensive. Beth Coddington will get one at $5. Todd Carmel will get one at $5. Art Ring wants one at $5. There's 2 left, folks. There's only 2 left. Beth, Art, and Todd all get one at $5. Anybody else want one at $5? Deep South, you can get one at $5 now. If you want one, just speak up. Coin Junkie, you too. I know you two were both bidding on it. This is a nice D over D over D. If you'll notice, the top of the primary D has a bulge on the top of it, which makes that 2 Ds in one, and then the other one, which is kind of obviously spread to the north. We have 3 out of 5 sold. If anybody wants the other 2 at $5 a piece, time to speak up now. Deep South will take one. That's 4. There's only 1 left. And Mr. Dowdle. No, let's see. Mr. Dowdle got in just a little bit late. I tell you what, go ahead and mark him for one. I do have one in my own collection, so I'll just send him that one. Bulldog gets one, and James Dowdle. We're going to sell 6. Okay, let me move on to the next item. Thank you, folks, for your bids. Let me find where I move on to my next item, and I will. And here we have something that's kind of interesting for a beginner collector. And as for a beginner collector, I'm selling this at face value. I'm starting this one at face value. It's a clad dollar type set. It's got Eisenhower dollar and an SBA dollar in it. That's $2, and that's what I'm starting this at, $2. Send Hoarder gives me a $2 bid. Thank you, Beth. I always like being awesome. I like being awesome sauce even more. Bill Bitts bids $3 on this one. We have a 1974 half dollar and a Eisenhower dollar. It's not a half dollar. It's a 1974 Eisenhower dollar and a 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar. Current high bid is $3 on these items. Comes with an awesome little plastic case, and inside the plastic case is a story about these dollars. You can flip it over and see the reverse side. I did not photograph the reverse side for the purpose of this auction. This is lot number 370. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. Get the timer started and give you guys 1 more minute to decide if you want this for more than $3. Remember, you can bid in 50-cent increments. Up to $10, I will accept 50-cent increments. That would be 2, 250, 3, 350, 4, 450, 5, 550, and so on. Man, I'm just a chatterbox today. I think they're seeing this list of all these things I'm going to be running for auction tonight. Total disbelief that the Lincoln Cent guy has all this different stuff to run. Oh, you know what happened? I had a screen crawler that's supposed to be showing up here, and it's not because... Oh, I know why. I set these up in the wrong place. Once again. Let's see if I can add that. And add a text GDI, screen crawler, okay. And let's put it down here and move this up. And move this up. And take this out. And I know you guys can't see a damn thing I'm doing, but it's making sense to me, and it makes things go faster. There we go. Now we've got the screen crawler at the bottom of the screen. I don't know how big a dog I am, but so Bill Betts get this one at $3. I appreciate it, Mr. Betts. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to stop us and go on to the next item up for bids. Here is a 1993 Thomas Jefferson proof commemorative dollar. Now there's no paperwork with this one, but it is a very nice proof Jefferson dollar. Now this is the same weight and silver fineness as a silver dollar. So it contains 0.78 ounces of silver. And starting bid on this is $18. This is just above melt. Melt on a silver dollar right now is around $15.50. Yes, it's an error box. It has no paperwork. Actually, when I got this out of the box that it came in, I opened it up and I'm like, where's the certificate? Oh, no, there is no certificate. Oh, well, if you're going to get it graded, this is a pretty nice coin. I mean, I would say it would probably grade a proof 69 at NGC. If you get this and get it graded, now you got a $25 coin. But still, you don't need the paperwork if you're going to get it graded because you're probably not going to keep the box anyway. Amber bids $18 on this one. Amber knows a good piece of silver when she sees it. I kind of wish I had taken a little bit better picture of the frosting. Jeremy Johnson asking if you received his registration. Got somebody itching to bid here. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on this. Amber's got the high bid right now of $18. Jody, can you call time? Amber is bidding. Yeah, 70 grade on a coin like this is what? $75 or more? Pretty nice money if you get a really good one. Okay, Brady's got it. I'm looking at about 28 seconds left. This is a 1993 commemorative proof dollar, Thomas Jefferson. The architect of the democracy, the author of the Declaration of Independence. Born 1743, did not die in 1993. Now remember that silver is actually doing very well right now. It's above $18 an ounce, and it's been down to $14 an ounce in the last year. Brady calls time on this item. Amber is the winner at $18. Thank you very much, Amber. And I'll move us on to the next item. Next item, now these are reprocessed pennies, but the story is really nice and a little picture in the cardboard holder that it comes in. So I'm going to start this at $2. It's a 1943 PDS set of reprocessed Lincoln steel cents. The only year the United States made pennies out of steel. I'm going to call them pennies because we call them pennies colloquially. If you look at a roll, it's going to say pennies all over it. Very seldom will you see them actually say pennies. Or cents, I'm sorry. Sitting here contradicting myself. So we have lot number 372 is a 1943 PDS set of reprocessed Lincoln cents. They're steel cents, 3 coins, starting at $2. Nice little card that it comes with. It's actually in the set with the card. Todd Carmen gives us a $2 bid. At the same time, Bill Betts gives us a $2 bid. Bill, buddy, if you want it, you need to go up to 2.5. Bill goes to 2.5. What did Amber mess up? Oh. Yeah, it's not 30 seconds left, but I will go ahead and start the timer now so we can start watching the timer for this one. Mr. Dowdle bids $3 successfully. Todd Carmen, your bid is unsuccessful. It came in after James Dowdle's. When my time caller says, wait, I messed up, it makes me stop everything. James Dowdle has a current high bid of $3 in there. That's $1 a coin. If you're not really calling it for the coin, you're calling it for the cardboard holder itself. The holder itself has some interesting information about World War II and about why they changed to steel for minting the Lincoln cent that year. Little did they know it would be a one-year type, because at that point in time they had no idea how long the war was going to last, or for how long they were going to need to conserve the copper for the shell cases. Oh. Yeah, somebody's falling down on the job. What happened to Penny Parent? Ah, Penny Parent was watching. Let's see. Okay, let me back up here. I'm seeing Jody Gomez call time on this after Deep South gets a bid in at $3.50, so it's sold to Deep South Coin Scout at $3.50. And unfortunately, this is the only one I have, so it is not available to anyone else. And congratulations for your bid. And I appreciate it. All right, moving right along. Penny Parent, you ready for me to move? Because I'll move. Going to the next item up for bids. We have a coin that's partially cut off at the top. Hang on a second, folks. We can take care of that. What are we looking at? Hang on here. This is a 1909p VDB Lincoln cent. It's got nearly full detail. It's a nice coin. There. And it is a nice AU coin with some luster. Let's start this one off at $5. Bill Betts, actually Cent Hoarder, put in a bid of $5 before Bill Betts got his in. Deep South Coin Scout bids $5.50. James Dowdle bid $6 on this one. I'm going to go ahead and start the clock. Okay. I need to make it visible. Here it is. But things are acting up just a little bit. Does everybody have a really good signal? Are they reaching me really well? They're staying with everything, not having to refresh often. And I will tell you that in between bids, it is a good idea to refresh once in a while, just to make sure that we've got everything caught up as much as possible. Seems like Bill's keeping up with us just fine. Roy Driscoll's keeping up just fine. Todd Carmen, Bulldog. Seems like everybody's doing well today. Awesome. I'm glad we have a good connection. Still a little bit of red color left on this one. That would be correct. We have a Bill Betts bid of $9. And Amber calls time right before James Dowdle gets a $10 bid in. Stephen Elliott also gets a $10 bid in, but Bill Betts is our winner at $9. I appreciate it, Mr. Betts. Thank you for your bid. And move the timer over just a hair so it doesn't get in the way. And make it just a little smaller. And there we go. Now, moving right along to the next item up for bids. That is a nice buy. That's actually a really nice buy. Now, I'm going to show you this, and you have to understand that my camera didn't quite capture the best of images on this, but this is a 1999 Philadelphia and Denver gold-plated statehood quarter set. Now, these don't have a lot of numismatic value, but they do have a little bit of sentimental value or a little bit of shock value in conversation. This is all the Philadelphia and Denver mint quarters for 1999, which was the first year of the statehood quarter set. I'm going to start it off at $4, and what's a little misleading is the coloration of the images. These all do have a pretty solid gold color. They're not kind of off color, which it would appear by the image here. The background board is actually black, not a bluish color. I was taking this under daylight, and I got just a little bit too much daylight in the camera, and it turned everything just a little bit of blue. So take it for what it's worth. This is actually a golden set, gold plated quarters. There's 10 quarters altogether. Got Bill Betts in here at a $4 bid on these. Todd's at $5. Remember, I do take 50-cent increments up to $10. It's true. You're getting these for far under $1 a coin. And back when people were buying these things from different coin shopping network places on TV, they were paying close to $10 per quarter for these things. Can't believe how much money people were spending on these things. And here they are now, and we're selling them at wholesale. I'll go ahead and start the timer on this one. Give you guys one more minute to make a decision as to whether you want this at more than $5. Todd Cameron has the current high bid. The current high bid. How about if I just speak crap English and everybody will understand what I'm saying because I'm speaking too quickly for my own brain? I like that, Johnny, huh? All right, Jeremy's email has come in, so it is time for you to start bidding, my good fella. Got just 30 seconds left on this one before the time runs out. And Todd will win it at $5 if somebody doesn't fix this now. I can't believe how nice this area is. When you move from one place to another place, usually you miss home. I don't miss anything about Florida right now. Bill Betts gets a final bid of $5.50 in there before Todd comes in a little late at $6. So Bill Betts is our winner at $5.50. I appreciate your bid, sir. Thank you very much. Let me move on to the next item, and the next item is related. Next item is a 2000 PND set of golden quarters by the same company. We'll start this one off at $4 as well. Hey, Paula. Well, Paula's late because she's 3 hours ahead of me, so that means that it's 5:30 there. We over on the west coast. We're on the right coast. He's on the left coast. Jody gets a bid of $4 in there for this one. Jody's bid of $4 is standing for the moment. And I'll start us off on the timer. Got 1 minute left to make a decision as to whether you want this more than Jody. $4.50 will keep you in it. Todd Carmen bids $4.50. All these coins come in little capsules that protect them. They come in a display box, however, the top is missing off this box. Jody bids $5 to keep himself in it. You got 30 seconds left. Somebody needs a bid above $5 to keep this one going. Otherwise, Jody will walk home with a nice set of golden quarters. I've always liked the design on the Virginia quarter. Really nice chip design. When you put that in gold, it looks even prettier. This is working, Derek. Good evening, sir. Bill Betts bids $5 and Jody bids $6. Bill bids $5.50, sorry, and Jody bids $6. And time was called. That was before Jody bid $6. I'm sorry I didn't see that. Bill Betts gets him at $5.50. I appreciate your bid, sir. Congratulations. And let's keep moving forward. Look at this. There's a nice 1920 Lincoln cent. Nearly full detail. This is a extremely fine coin. Start this one off at $5. Can't really beat these at $5. Not at this price. A couple of little rim digs in the reverse. A couple of little tiny puck marks and little scratches. Nothing that shouldn't be expected from a circulated coin. Mr. Dowdle bid $6 to get this one started. He's above the minimum. Thank you, sir. Deep South Coin Scout bid $6.50 to keep it going. Beth says, without bidding, much nicer than the one I have. Mr. Dowdle bids $8 to keep it going. Is Deep South going to counter? Is Mr. Dowdle going to walk away with this? And we're going to find out within a minute because I just started the timer. Everything keeps moving. Timer moved on me again for some reason. Either that or I'm just not doing things the same. I must not be doing. I'm talking to myself over here. It's only a problem if I start answering. Got Mr. Dowdle in an $8 bid. We still got a lot of nice coins to make it through tonight. Only on lot number 376, we've got 20 lots left. Yes, sir. AB Silver. A penny parent, make sure that you make a note that Alan Bailey is now AB Silver. Mr. Dowdle bids $950. No, I know, that's $9.50. But Amber called time right before that, so Robert Adams gets this one at $9. Robert's our winner. Just walks in, bids, and wins. That's the way it is. Mic drop. Congratulations, Robert. Thank you for your bid. Let's move on to the next item up for bids. We have a 1990 D-Mint uncirculated bank set of 5 coins with the D-Mint token in an original case, an original holder. The slightly unusual mint set because this is kind of a take on a proof set slash mint set slash almost like a prestige proof set because it comes in a box. But this includes the $half down to the cent with a D-Mint token, which is also minted on a cent blank. Start this one off at $2. It's barely above face value. Pen Hoarder gets a bid of $2 in. Deep South Coin Scout gets a bid of $3. Isn't that an unusual looking set? I have no idea where it came from. I don't know if it needs to have paperwork. I'm not really sure because I didn't know these existed till I got this one. Pen Hoarder puts a $3.50 bid out there. James Dowdle jumps up to $4.50. I'm going to start the timer on this one. And starting the timer with James Dowdle out at $4.50 as the high bidder. It did look kind of like a proof set, didn't it? And it appears to be a proof set until you look at the coins, and the coins are all nice uncirculated coins, but they're not proof. They're actually D-Mint uncirculated coins. Tent Hoarder throws a bid of $5 out there. James Dowdle, if he wants to stay in there, needs to go above $5, and he does at $6. James Dowdle bids $6. Currently the high bidder with only about 10 seconds or so left to go. Scent Hoarder is out. Thank you, sir. And we have time. And it appears that Deep South Coin Scout gets in there just before time is called at $6.50. Congratulations. So Deep South Coin Scout is our winner at $6.50. I appreciate all of your bids. Thank you very much. And we're going to move on to our next item up for bids. How about this? World coins in a Lincoln cent place. Stick me with a pin. Coins of Israel, a 1965 proof-like issue set from Israel. This is a government package set by Israel. We started this one off at $3, but it looks like we've already got a $6 bid by Beth Coddington on this one. Todd Carmen goes to $7. These are uncirculated coins, or proof-like issue coins from 1965. Todd Carmen is our current high bidder at $7. Go ahead and start the timer on this one. It's a really cool set. Beth bids $8. That's just above $1 a coin. Beth currently has this one at $8. Got about 40 seconds left. Todd bids 9. Beth bids 10 when we have a genuine war going on. It's going to be a bidding bloodbath. Try saying that 3 times real fast. The bidding bloodbath. Bet you can't do it. James Dowdle bids $11 and stays in there. Beth is out at $11, and James Dowdle will probably be our winner unless someone else can fold a bid in there really quickly. Art bids 12. Art the Sniper puts $12 in there right before time is called, and Art Ring gets this set at $12. Appreciate it, Art. Thank you for your bids. Thank everyone for your bids. Penny Parent bid just a bit late. Way to go, Art Ring. Let's stop this one here and move on to the next item up for bids. How about that? A 1919 Lincoln cent with luster. With luster. It's a nice, near full detail, high-end AU coin, 1919 for $8. You ever seen one this nice for $8 before? I don't think so. What happened? Need to get some of those annoying sound effects. Something better than just my dog growling or barking at the screen. And no, he's not in here right now. Mama went downstairs and she went down to watch TV. And Shermie's probably cuddled up next to her on the couch. James Dowdle, $9. I'll go ahead and start the timer on this one. Do my job. This is a very nice looking AU coin, and in fact, if you back away from it in your album, you'll see the luster and you'll think it's a nice, bright, uncirculated brown coin. So you take a look at the cheek and the jawline there. The cheek and the jaw and the hair just above the ear have a little bit of a flat spot on them, as do a few of the wheat grains, which makes this an AU coin. Hidden Numismatist is in the house. Has a bid of $9.50 in on this as the high bidder. Thank you for being here, sir. This is a very sharp strike. Very nicely struck coin. Lots of good detail on this thing. Mr. Dowdle bids $10. Hidden bids $10.50. Now, Hidden, you'll need to bid 11 because we only accept the 50-cent increments up to $10. I'll have to confer with the others on this. Hang on a second, folks. We have an issue that I need to cover here real quick. Please stand by. Need my moderators to go to Facebook chat. We're currently having a conference behind the scenes. One of those things where you see the directors and the producers all with their hands up over their mouth, whispering to one another as to whether or not we're going to accept a bid after time or not. And get input by everyone and find out what we should do. Brady's still gone, but I would appreciate input from the other three. We'll be back in just a moment. Please enjoy the fact that I'm not singing to you while you're on hold. I think you would prefer that I did not sing to you. Okay, we've conferred about this, and what we're going to do is we're going to award this lot to James Dowdle at $10 because he was the last successful bidder at a proper increment prior to the time being called. Hidden got a bid of $11 in because his mistaken bid of $10.50 was not within the parameters of a proper increment. So he would have had to have bid $11 before time ran out, and he did not get that $11 bid in there. So James Dowdle is our winner at $10. Stephen Elliott bid $10, but it was after James Dowdle's successful $10 bid. So James Dowdle gets this item at $10. That's what we were conferencing about. I wanted to make sure that everyone was on the same page with who got this and when and how. And I apologize that Hidden Numismatist's $10.50 bid did not work, but that is because increments after $10 must be one even dollar. So you go 8.50, 9, 9.50, 10, 11, 12, 13 like that. You can't bid 50-cent increments after $10. So we've got that all straightened out. And James Dowdle is our winner. Thank you, sir. I'm going to step on up to the next item up for bids. Check this out. 1878 S trade dollar in a nice little presentation case that explains the silver trade dollar. This is a genuine 1878 San Francisco Mint trade dollar. It's in, I would say, probably fine condition. Not much nicer than that. It's a little bit tattered. Part of Liberty is illegible at this point. But Higgin gives us a bid of $100 on this one to get us started. And Beth bids $110. Now these coins right here, I've actually taken a look around and I've made sure that my pricing is good and clean on this because I am a Lincoln cent person, not a trade dollar person. And I've seen these for sale for up to $180 in this condition on eBay. So I wanted to start it at somewhere around half of its normal value. I do not have an image of the reverse, but I can assure you that you will be pleased with the reverse if you like the obverse. The reverse is nicer than the obverse on this coin. Stephen Dallas has a current bid of $120 on there. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Got Beth Coddington at $125. Cent Hoarder bids $130. Now, folks, it's been proven time and time again, as is necessary, that if you don't like what you've bid on from me and you get it, and it isn't what you expected it to be, you may return it in its original holder, and I will give you your money back. No questions asked. Not the type of person that's going to try to hold your feet to the fire about the money that you give me. I want you to be happy with what you get. Go ahead and start the timer on this. Got 1 minute to make a decision if you want it for more than $130. Cent Hoarder is currently the high bidder at $130. We'd be at $5 increments at this point. If you want to bid, you need to be at $135 or more to knock Cent Hoarder out. Now, these trade dollars actually had more silver in them than a typical silver dollar, and the reason for that is because they were used in trade in Asia and other parts overseas. And the U.S. silver dollar did not compete with the other $1-ish unit coins. So the U.S. decided to create a new dollar called the trade dollar that would have a little bit higher amount of silver in it. And it looks like we have Cent Hoarder as the winner of this item at $130. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Now, from that, we move on to our next item, which will be, check this out. This is pieces of 8 reals, the Spanish dollar. This has Carolus 4, De Gratia 1794 on one side, and on the other side, it shows that it was made at the Mexico City Mint. You'll see on the left side around 8 o'clock position, you'll see an M with a O right above it near the rim, and that's a mint mark, Mexico City. This coin is not different colors on the two sides. That's just my photography. It's inside of a plastic folder that has certified that this dollar belongs to a Lindsay J. Bruce, but I assure you it no longer belongs to Lindsay Bruce. I bought it in a collection. It was probably given as a gift. It is a real dollar, Spanish 8 real coin. They called these pieces of 8 because they cut these into pieces. And one bit was 12.5 cents worth. Cut 2 pieces out and it was called 2 bits, which was a quarter of this, which is why we call quarters 2 bits. Hidden numismatist Todd Carmen gets a bid of $70, and Hidden Numismatist gets a bid of $71. You'll need a bid higher than $71 to get this one. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on this one. We've got bids on it. Never have I offered one of these at auctions before. It's called a pillar dollar because of the pillars on either side of the crown seal on the reverse side of the coin. This is a coin made by Spanish rule. And Carlos IV was the king at the time. And that's also why it says Hispan on the reverse. But you will notice directly opposite the word Hispan, next to the left pillar, is an M with an O above it. That M with the O above it shows that this was made in Mexico City. Made in the mint in the New World. Got about 10 seconds left on this one. Hidden Numismatist is our current high bidder at $71. There you go, Mr. A.B. Silva. You learn new stuff every day now, don't you? Well, time was called just before Beth got her $72 bid in, so Hidden Numismatist is the winner at $71. What grade would I give this? I would say it's probably fine. I would say a fine. The drapery running in front of the pillars is just a little over flat on the reverse there. And there's a little bit of loss in the detail in Carlos's the bandera and the drapery on his chest. So I would call this a fine. So it's an awesome pickup. I'll move us on to the next item up for bids. Look at that. 1960D RPM number 1 in a nice choice to gem uncirculated, or actually BU condition. It's red. Nice red coin. We're going to start this off at $10. Benjamin Muller gives us $10. Stephen Elliott gives us $10. Hidden Numismatist at $11. Bill Betts comes in late at $10. James Dowdle goes $12. Todd Carmen at $15. And everybody else dragging behind him. And then Hidden Numismatist comes in at $16. Stephen Dallas at $15, James Dowdle at $15, but Hidden Numismatist still has the high bid of $16. The high demand coin here, people. We got $17 for Todd Carmen, $17.50 for James Dowdle. Hidden is out at $17.50. Thank you, sir. Stephen Dallas gets a $17 bid in, but James Dowdle is our high bidder at $17.50. I'm sorry, we have no 50-cent increments above $10. So James Dowdle, you have to remember that. Todd Carmen is currently our high bidder at 17. Then Steve Elliott comes in at 20. Stephen Elliott is currently the high bidder at $20. James Dowdle falls behind at $20. Jeremy Johnson is behind at $18. James Dowdle comes in at $22. So James Dowdle is our high bidder at $22. I tell you what, I'll go ahead and stop bidding here. Tell you guys what. I got a surprise. Got a surprise. I got 3 of these. I've got 3 of these, and I'll let them go at $20 a piece. They're slightly different die states. They're not all EMDS, but this one that I took the photo of here is an EMDS. Got 3 of them. I'm going to have to give them an order. James Dowdle has first dibs at $22. He wants one. All right, $20. I'm sorry. He wants one. Stephen Elliott bid $20 as well, so he'll get one. And let's see who was our next highest bidder. It looks like Jeremy Johnson was the next highest bidder at $18. And he has already said that he would give $20 for one. That's all I have for right now is those 3. Sorry, folks. Anyone else who didn't get in there or didn't stay in the heat of the battle didn't get in on this one because I only had 3 available. So just for recap, we've got James Dowdle with 1, Jeremy Johnson with 1, and Steve Elliott with 1. Each are $20. Congratulations, guys. All right, let me move on to the next item up for bids. How about this? It's a pretty nice BU 1943 Lincoln cent. The thing about this one, it's not reprocessed. That's just the photography. This is an original nice BU coin. The thing about this one that you are not seeing is a bunch of milk spots and black spots. This thing is actually a pretty nice looking coin. We got this one starting at $6. These things typically sell for over $10 in this condition. You guys are silly, but I love it. The Happy Coin Dance. I need to get a Happy Coin Dance graphic to put up on the screen. Let's start this little guy at $6. Anybody interested at $6? If not, we will skip it and move on to the next item. Give you guys just another couple of seconds to make a decision to start this one off at $6. Okay, let's do this. How about $5? Okay, Todd will start it at 6. Thank you. Todd starts it at 6. Anybody going $6.50 on this one? This is a nice looking coin. It really is. Todd's high bidder at $6 presently. Would you prefer hidden that I make the package from something else, perhaps? You like, I don't know, California sweepstakes winner? Maybe I could put it from the Atosha Shipwreck Foundation. All right, we do have a bid of $6 up there on this. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on this one. We've got 1 minute to make a decision as to whether you want this for more than Todd Carmen's bid of $6. We are up to lot number 383. We only have a grand total of 12 lots left to go, and it is 9 p.m. We've been on this for 1 hour at this point. I think for my timing, I'm doing pretty good. Especially considering we had to have a 5-minute conference regarding a little bit of a mix-up in bidding. As most of you should well know, 1943 was the only year that they made Lincoln cents out of steel. There were some in 1944, but that was an accident. And they did this for the purpose of pulling all the copper out of the coins so that they could use the copper in the war effort. How many lots remain? We're going up to 396 today. Robert Adams gets a $7 bid in there right before time is called. Robert Adams wins this one at $7. I appreciate it, good sir. Sold to Robert Adams for $7. Let me move on to the next item up for bids. This is not the next item up for bids. I don't want to go through that again. Let's see here. I need to do just a little bit of fine tuning, a little bit of adjusting here. There we go. This is lot number 384. Lot number 384 is a nice Gem BU 1947 Lincoln cent. Now, for those of you who don't already know, all of the Philadelphia Mint coins from 1946 through about 1954 are rather difficult to get in a full gem condition. And in fact, some of them above gem in superb gem, like MS66 and MS67, are worth into the hundreds, if not thousands of dollars per coin. Now, 1947 is actually a very difficult coin to find in this condition. This is what I would call an MS65 red, thus a gem red coin. and it is well worth the $9 for an upgrade in your album. Give you guys a couple of minutes to make a decision on whether you want this while I continue talking about how beautiful North Carolina is, just to make Amber listen up. The hills, the lakes, the trees, they have real trees here. It's been so long since I've seen real trees. Beautiful here. Jeremy Johnson throws a bid of $9 out there on this item. He will not be disappointed at $9 for this particular coin. I love you, Amber. No matter what they say. Palm trees rule. Yes, of course. That's what my dog would say because he loves coconuts. He loves getting the coconuts up off the ground and chomping them, munching them up. Problem is, we don't have coconuts in North Carolina. We have acorns. And he's beginning to pick up acorns and carrying them around in his lips. So he'll pick them up and he'll carry them for a few feet and then he spits them out. They're just not coconuts. Just not the same thing. Oh, and the lack of humidity, of course. Where in the cabinet would I go? As long as I'm top shelf, I think I'll be okay with that. Oh yeah, pecans, hickory nuts. Of course, around here you never know what they're going to say. They'll either say pecans, they'll say pecans, or they'll say pecans. And for me, pecan is just wrong. Sounds too much like toucan. Amber calls time. Jeremy Johnson wins this item at $9 with the only bid, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. Let's move on to the next item up for bids. We got grab bags again. Most of you people have bought grab bags in the past. I hope most of you have liked what you bought. I have a number of grab bags available. This is not an auction bidding thing. This is $10 for $20 worth of coins. Now, here's the catch on this one. If you bid 2 of them, or you bid 5 of them, or you get 6 of them, like Benjamin's saying he wants 6 of them, you're going to get duplication in your lots because these are $10 lots at $20 worth of coins at $10. If you get 6 of them, you're going to get 6 times the $10 lot. You're not going to get a single $60 lot. Now, I may throw a few different things in there, cognizant of the fact that I'm going to be sending it to one person. But there are a number of things that I have of duplication that need to go in these auction lots to make them as cheap as they are, because there's a number of nice items that I didn't put a whole lot of money into that I can afford to give away at half their value. That's how this works. So, with that having been said, I am going to offer, let me see here. What am I doing? How many of these do I have? I show 20 of them. We're going to have 20 available, and I'm going to go back to the beginning here. Back to the beginning, Benjamin Marler binned 6 of them. Bill Betts gets 1. Beth Coddington wants, is that 10 of them or is that 1 for $10? Beth will have to let me know for sure. I believe that's 1 for $10 and not 10 for $60. Okay, Beth wants 1. James Dowdle, I believe, says he wants 1. Tug Carmen wants 1. James Dowdle wants 3. Sorry. John Wolf wants 1. Roy Driscoll wants 2. So John Wolf gets 1. Beth gets 1. That's right. James gets 3. John Wolf gets 1. Todd gets 1, yes. Roy Driscoll gets 1. Sorry, Roy Driscoll gets 2. Joe Durbin gets 1. Not going to have enough to go around to everybody. We're going to try it, though. Bulldog gets 2. Hidden, you have to tell us what a pachyderm is first. And then Derek Coken gets 1. And Paula says it's an effluent. Okay, Donald Harmon wants 2. We'll go ahead and give Donald Harmon 2. So you can put Donald Harmon down for 2. And then we're done with this lot. There's none left, Derek. Not this time around. I will be sure to build more for next time. We'll put more for next time out there. This will be a recurring item. So you will see when you get these that this is actually a really good item to take advantage of. It's a way for me to lighten my load of coins and basically give half of them away so that you buy the other half. Congratulations, everyone, on your picks at $10 for $20 worth of coins. All the lots that you have purchased. And now I'm going to move on to the next item. This one's up for bids. It's 1986 Statue of Liberty Proof $half commemorative. It came out in 1986, and they came out as a method of being able to collect money to pay for the restoration of the Statue of Liberty. I'll start this one off at $5. Bill Betts gives me a bid of $5. Todd Carmen comes in at $7. Penny Parent, I don't want to hear when your birth year was. Primarily because that's the year I graduated high school. Todd's in at $7 and Penny Parent's just a child. Yes, at least I'll remember it for another couple of years anyway. A couple of years from now, I probably won't be able to remember anything. Beth, I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to respect you. Todd has a high bid at $7 on this item right now. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer and get us on the last minute countdown. This is a proof coin. There weren't nearly as many of the proofs made as there were the mint state coins. This one is an original mint issue. It's in the mint issue box with the paperwork. I'm not that old yet. Oh my gosh, Cent Hoarder was born in 95? Good gosh. 95. I had been in the United States Air Force for 9 years at that point. Yay, Cent Hoarder. Born in 95. Does he want a chest or a medal to pin it on? Ha ha. James Dowdle being coy, saying that I wasn't all that old because he's 3 years older than me. Ray, you graduated in 95? We got time called. Todd Carmen gets this one at $7. Appreciate your bid, sir. Thank you very much. And let me move on to the next item up for bids. We have a 2005 satin finish P-Mint quarter set. Now, these are the satin finish quarters that came from mint sets. And this is 2005. It's all Philadelphia Mint coins. And a nice little plastic case with a certificate and a nice little box showing the states that these coins represent. Todd gives us a bid of $7 to get this one started. Bill Betts comes in a little late with a $5 bid. Somebody will have to go to $7.50 to keep this one rolling. I'll go ahead and start the clock. Let's see what I got going on here. Newsflash, I've been to all 5 of those states. I've spent the night in 4 out of those 5 states. I did not spend the night in the 5th one. What was the 5th state of those 5 that I have not spent the night in? Trivia question. And we have Kansas and we have Oregon, and they're both wrong. And Oregon again. And Cousin Jeff wins at West Virginia. West Virginia is the one state out of these 5 that I've never spent the night in. I lived in Kansas when I was little. Nope. California, I've been to Long Beach shows. I've been to the World's Fair of Money in San Francisco, and I had to spend the night when I did that. Hey, Robert Folk. Somebody finally remembers at 9:16 that we started at 8 o'clock. 36 years worth of nights in Kansas. I don't know if I should be thankful, envious, scared, wise. No idea. But I lived in Leavenworth, Kansas from the time I was about 1 year old until I was about 2 years old. So I don't really remember it, but I did live in Kansas at one point in time. All right, let me kill the timer on this and move on to the next item. Next item is lot number 388. This is a 1976S bicentennial proof set containing 6 coins. These are not silver. These are the clad coins. But the half-dollar, dollar, and quarter are all bicentennial coins. They have the special bicentennial date and reverse. It's a nice proof set starting at $7. We got Bill Betts at a $7 bid on this. This does come with the original box. I tried to get both of them in the picture just a little bit there so you can kind of see the box down at the bottom of the picture. Three rings. Why 3 rings? Somebody's trying to confuse me. 3 rings of what? They are nice cameo coins. 1976 is kind of known for having cameo, though. James Dowdle bids $8. AB Silver gets 7.5, then James Dowdle at $8. $8 is the current high bid. And I still don't know what 3 rings means. Is it a circus? Is that what we're talking about? Two years after you graduated from high school. Well, then I know exactly how old you are because my uncle is the same age as you. He graduated in 74. I think go ahead and start the timer on this one. Yeah, I probably should have. Let's get time rolling. James Dowdle is current high bidder at $8. I got to get this out there. Let me try this here. Yeah, I live in Marsville, North Carolina. I am learning. I went to the Coin Club meeting last week. That's why we didn't have an auction last Tuesday, because it's the third Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m. And it's on Ridge Road, the Ridge Road Baptist Church in Raleigh, North Carolina. I was there. Jody bids 10. Stephen Dallas bids 9. Jody bids 10. So you have a current high bidder at $10. Just a few seconds left to go on this item. Yeah, Marsville. And Bill bids $11. Steve gets a $12 bid in. And when do we see it? Here's time. Stephen Dallas wins this one at $12. Thank you, sir. That was one of those things when I first got my P.O. box. I had to take in all the supporting documentation to show that I lived in the area and I could actually qualify for a box in the small town of Morrisville, North Carolina. And when I paid for the box and the guy took the application in and he started handing me my keys, and he says, "Now I notice you live in Cary. This ain't in Cary. You're in Marsville here. So your address is going to be Marsville." This is awesome. I don't live in southern New York anymore. All right. Next item up for bids. An interesting little 1972 American Revolution bicentennial commemorative medal and first day stamps. Now, the first day stamps, I remember when these guys were issued. This medal is a George Washington medal. It's made by the United States Mint. I'm going to start this off at $2. $2, make you holla. Go ahead and start the timer on this one. We have Amber out. We have Brady out. We have Penny calling. We have Jody moderating. Paula is going to catch the timer. So when Paula sees this go down to time, she will call. Time. Oops. I'm not the only one who lost the stream here, am I? It's buffering. All right. Oh, let's see. I'm still showing that I have an excellent connection. I'm not sure what to do. All right, it looks like I'm back. If I refresh, I will kill the stream. It looks like everybody got it back. Okay. So everybody's back on now. We've got time on this item. Didn't have a whole lot of bidding interest in it, so we'll go ahead and end the bidding with Beth Cuddington at $3. Steve, can you hear my audio? This is Chuck, coming to you live from the studios in Morrisville, North Carolina. I better stop that. That's not nice. I have to be nice. Mama told me I had to be nice. All right, let's move on to the next item. Beth wins this at $3. Next item. We have a partial set of Buffalo nickels in a folder. Now, all of these Buffalo nickels have recognizable dates. Not all of them have full and complete dates. All of them are pretty nice coins, and they are worthy of being in a starter's album. You will notice that there are no key dates here, and there probably aren't that many semi-key dates. This is why I put them in a $2 folder and selling the whole bunch at $5 for start. Bill Betts has already got a bid in there at $6. You have audio but no video? So, James Dowdle, you cannot see a partial set of Buffalo nickels in a folder up there right now. Victoria gives us a bid of $6.50. Thank you for your $6.50 bid. Seems like most people can see them. No, the three-legged buffalo is not in here, although there is a 1937 D in there that I did not flip over. So I can't tell you for sure one way or the other. We do have a $7 bid on this item. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on this. We've got Cent Hoarder at $7 as the current high bidder. Yeah, if for some reason the stream doesn't seem to be working for you, you don't get any video or something to that effect, just refresh your screen. If you refresh and come back into the video, you'll probably get better buffering time. You'll get a better stream, and you will be able to hear me live. Or as live as it gets, which is about 3 or 4 seconds behind. Actually, you're almost 10 seconds behind at this point. Okay, James, go ahead and just refresh your screen. And I'm showing that we've just about come down to running out of time. Our current high bidder is Victoria Roman Carter at $8. Cent Hoarder gets an $8.50 bid, and they're just a second out of time. So Victoria Roman Carter is our winner at $8. I appreciate it. Thank you for your bids. On to the next item. Lot number 391. We have an interesting gold-colored 1990 Dwight D. Eisenhower medal as made by the United States Mint. I believe this is United States Mint. Medal. I'm going to start these off at $2. $2 for this item. And Hidden Numismatist gives us a bid of $2. Levi O'Rourke, I didn't notice you in here today. All right, Hidden Numismatist already has a bid of $2 in there. How about a $2.50 bid to knock him out? Joe Durbin puts a bid of $4 up. Thank you, sir. Go ahead and start the timer on that one. Now all I need is a banjo. If I get a banjo, I'd have to learn how to play it. There you are, James. Hidden Numismatist is out at Joe Durbin's $4 bid. There's like roughly 20 seconds left to go on this item. operating from my newer and bigger and better office with better internet, better connection. I will be able to put more videos on the YouTube channel. So you will see more videos on the YouTube channel. You will see me get back into the original bank wrapped roll reveals. I'll be starting those later this week. We will be having an auction every Tuesday night. I have to figure out what to do about the third Tuesday of each month. A couple of meetings I'm supposed to be out on the third Tuesday of each month that I either have to not go to so I can have an auction, move the auction to a different day, or just not have an auction at all during the third week of the month. And Joe Durbin gets this one at $5.50. Thank you very much, sir. Let's move on to lot number 392. We have the 2011 Philadelphia Mint. And this is the mint set piece containing the 5 $1 coins. So the $half and the dime and the nickel and all the others have been cut away from this, and you've got left the 5 2011 Philadelphia Mint, 5 $1 coins. You've got the Sacagawea dollar and the 4 presidents: Andrew Johnson, Ulysses Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, and James Garfield. That's presidents 17, 18, 19, and 20. I'm going to start this one off at $6. We're going just above face value for this. If there's any interest at $6, speak up now, or forever hold your pieces, because I will be moving on to the next item. Bill Betts gives me a $6 bid. Paula shows Bill at $6. And I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on this one. Give you guys 1 more minute to make a decision as to whether you want this one or not. Next bidder will have to come up at $6.50 to knock Bill out. We'll let this one run for about the next 30 seconds or so. Let's see what we've got going on here. Well, Bill's got that $6 bid in. Anybody else? Like we're about to run out of time. And sold to Bill for $6. We have time. Let me move on to the next item. Set my timer. Go. Now, this is a lot of 7 early Lincoln cents. And the dates and mints on these are a closely guarded secret. No, actually, the dates and mints on these, in the top left, you have a 1910. In the top right, you have a 1911. And in the bottom, or in the center left, I believe that's a 1918S. There's a 1921S, a 1924S, a 1927, and a 1931D. All of these coins have some relatively decent detail, such as the 1910, which is an uncirculated details coin. 1911 has a nice AU detail, but all of these coins have at one point in time been cleaned. So none of these coins are of original grade. All of them have problems, but there's 7 coins here. I'm starting at $10. Todd gets a bid of $10 in on this one. You can see the obverses and reverses of each of the coins as I've flipped them over and photographed both sides. Todd's got that bid at $10 in there, so you have to consider an $11 bid, and I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on this one. Got something else I'm trying to build up here real quick. Too bad I can't think of more than one thing at a time. If I could, I'd be able to talk while I'm working. But unfortunately, we have to deal with what we get. And that's a chuck that can't really do much more than one thing at a time. A lot of people claim they can multitask. I've never seen anyone who multitasks very well. And I don't do it at all. I don't even try. Congratulations to Cent Hoarder at $11 on this particular lot. Let me move on to lot number 394. Lot number 394 is a roll of 40 earlier Jefferson nickels. Now, these are Jefferson nickels running from 1938 through about 1959. All of them have nice legible dates. All of them have nice legible mint mark areas. I did notice a couple of silvers go into these, but this roll may not be the roll that contains silver. I do have a few rolls of them. Looks like we've got bids up to $6.50 now. Cent Hoarder at $3, Todd Carmen at $5, James Dowdle at $6, Bill Betts at $6.50. James Dowdle goes up to $8. I tell you what, let's do this. Stop. No more bids, please. Let me do this. A little bit of a secret. And hang on a second. I'll be back. Just a second. Okay. Nice orderly single file line. I have a total of 6 rolls of these. Let me go ahead and add lines. And I will offer them at $5 per roll. For anybody who wants them, we'll go $5 per roll. I have 6 rolls available. I'm going to start with the highest bidders. Highest bidder was Todd Carmen at $8. Todd Carmen wants 1. James Dowdle with $8 bid. James Dowdle will take 2. Bill Betts had a $6.50 bid. Bill Betts will get 2. Let's see, that's Beth with 1. Todd with 1. I'm sorry, Beth. Wait a minute. Sorry about that. Let me start over here. Todd bid 8. He gets 1 for $5. Then James Dowdle bid 8. He gets 1. He wants 2, actually. Okay. Then, after them was Bill Betts. Bill Betts wants 2. Put Bill in there for 2. That leaves us with 1 remaining. The 1 remaining will go to the next higher bidder, which was James Dowdle, Todd Carmen, Cent Hoarder. Bid $3. Cent Hoarder wants 1. And that will do it for those. That's all I have. My apologies. I'm trying to keep up with everything here at once, and it seems that got a little bit of a hiccup in the giddy up here, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on. That's before we move on to the original bank wrapped rolls, which I do have some of. Yay! Okay, let's see. The Eisenhower Medal went to Joe Durbin at $5.50. Bill Betts got the 2011 mint set. 7 early Lincolns started at 10. Tug Carmen bid 10. Tent Hoarder bid 11. Tent Hoarder got them at 11. $5 a piece. Nickel rolls. There we go. Okay, I'm caught up now. Sorry, folks. All right, let me move on to the next item. We have 1968D original bank wrapped rolls. These are original bank wrapped rolls made for, I believe, the Louisville branch of the Federal Reserve Bank. And we're going to start these at $5. So we got Todd Carmen at $10 on this. Bill Betts comes in at $6.50 at 7. James Dowdle and Bill Betts at 6. Then Robert Gravitt comes in at $11. An $11 bid on this. So we're up to $11. Current bid. Robert Gravitt gets $11 bid in on this. Todd Carmen gets a $12 bid in. It's okay, we got it straightened out. That is true. 1968D does contain a possibility for one of the nice double die reverses in the Lincoln Cent in the Memorial Cent series. And it also has one of the nicest repunch mint marks in the Memorial Cents. And your chances of finding either one of these in this roll are just as good as any other roll, simply because this roll's never been opened and nobody knows what's in it. So we have a current bid of $15 up there by Robert and a $13 bid by Bulldog. Let me tell you what. Let's stop bidding here. And that is true. The 68D FS 801, which is the double die reverse, it sells for over $100 in a Gem BU condition. You're not going to see that anymore. Let's see what I got here. I did not mean to open that window. Let me try opening this window so I can see what I'm doing and keep going. I have 10 of these 1968D OBW rolls. What we're going to do is we're going to sell them at $8 a roll. $8 a roll. I'm going to start with Robert Gravitt. He's going to get one at $8. Bulldog will get one at $8. Todd Carmen will get one at $8. Good night, Chris Vine. Send me an email, cd@coppercoins.com. We'll talk about it. Now, hang on. We got to keep this in order. We got Robert Gravitt. Guess the first one. Bulldog. Guess the second one. Robert wants 2, so give Robert 2. Bulldog, you want 1 or do you want more than 1? We're going by the order of bidding from high to low. So Robert bid the highest at 15. Bulldog bid 13. Everyone's going to get them at $8. Bulldog has the option of buying more than 1 or all of the remaining rolls, he wants 2. Bulldog wants 2. Todd Carmen gets the third spot. Todd says he wants 1. Then we have Bill Betts to make a choice at $8 if Bill Betts wants 1. Sorry, it'd be James Dowdle. James Dowdle says he wants 1. Bill Betts will take 1. That's for you, Chris Vines. cd@coppercoins.com. That's me. Send me an email. We'll talk about it. Okay. Got James Dowdle. Bill Betts said he wanted 1, so we're going to give 1 to Bill. We're going to give 1 to James Dowdle. And let's see. Robert Adams wanted 2. Paula Bloom wanted 3. I'll go ahead and make more lines. I do have a few more rolls. So. There we go. With a few more lines to work with. Let me see what we've got here. After Robert Adams, we've got Paula Bloom wants 3. I don't see that messaging. Oh, here it is. Bin times 3. Okay. Then we have who was left. Okay, here I'm going to announce it, and you tell me now if you wanted 1 and did not get 1. We have, let me see as I find the beginning of this. Robert N.A.T. Gravitt wanted 2. Bulldog wanted 2. Todd Carmen with 1. Bill Betts with 1. James Dowdle with 1. Robert Adams with 2. Stephen Elliott with 1. Paula Bloom with 3. Did I get everyone? If I did not get you, please let me know. Paula, if I get you 3 of them with the FS801, will you give 2 of them back? Okay, so I guess we got everybody. Okay, can I have 1? All right, let's move on to the next item. We're almost out of items now. We're at lot 395. We've got 1 more lot to go, and then I got a couple of special things to talk to you people about. Moving on to the final item for bid is this 1972D original bank wrapped roll of Lincoln cents. This is in an older style wrapper. These wrappers were generally used prior to 1970, but I got a whole box of these wrapped up from 1972D. Starts at $7, but we've already got a bid from Bill Betts for $7.50 and Todd Carmen at $10. James Dowdle goes $15, while Robert Gravitt is flying around in the dust left behind at $8. James Dowdle has a bid of $15 in on this one. There are a lot of nice double dies and repunchment marks known for 1972D. Kind of a little brother to the 1972 plane. These rolls are original bank wrapped rolls. I have no idea what's in them, and I hope you find all kinds of wonderful things in these rolls. Bulldog bids 17. After James gives us a $15 bid, Bulldog bids 17. Robert, right after Robert's bid of 16, we got a 15, 16, 17 bids right in succession like that. I tell you what, we got a high bid of $17 going on right now. James bids $20. Let's cut the bidding at this point. Let's cut the bull. Moving right along, I've got a number of these to offer. Got about 10 of these. And I'm always pulling tricks out of my sleeve here. We got a high bid of $20 on this. I'm going to take these down to $12. $12. And I'll offer them to everyone who has bid over $12 so far. And then we'll go down from there. James Dowdle had a high bid of $20 in, so he gets the first pick, $12. How many would you like, sir? And Todd's already speaking for his. And Art wants to take one if there's any left. These are all in this older red paper. I have no idea what's in these rolls. Okay, we're going to start with Mr. Dowdle. He would like 3. Then we're going to go to Bulldog, who bid 17. He wants 2. And then Robert Gravitt bid 16. And these are being offered at 12. How many would you like, sir? 3. Robert Gravitt takes 3. Going back, we have the next successful bid was Todd Carmen at $10. Todd has said he wants 1. Bill Betts was the next successful bid at $7.50. Bill Betts, if you would like any of these at $12, you may take any number you like at $12. I have just a few left. Bill Betts will pass. Oh, Mantic shows up right at the very end of everything. He's really good at showing up at the end of the auction. Let me throw more lines in here. All right, we have more lines now. I'm going to give Art Ring 1. At $12. Mantic wants 2 at $12. Everybody sits in the wing waiting for the rolls to come up. I think I've gotten everyone who had already asked for rolls. So once we get Shay in there for 2 of them, we should be good. Graduate student. Jay, are you going back to school? He's like a blister, but he hurts just as bad too, right? I am the roll man. So my wife said as she rolls her eyes at me. I am the roll man. Okay, with that, I think we've got them all in. I'll just take out those others. Should be good. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. The auction is over. We're finished. However, I do have something else I'd like to show you. And I'd like to discuss some upcoming things that we've got going on. If I may, we're going to be having a roll reveal come up later on in the week, and I want to go ahead and get positions for these spoken for. Now, this roll reveal is a 1955 S. San Francisco. It's Crocker First National Bank original bank wrapped roll. And these are at $2.50 a piece. Right now, you can get them at $2.50 a piece, or you can get 5 of them for $10. And this is while we've got them left. This is going to be a live roll reveal. It works just like the other roll reveals that we've seen in the past. And you get 5 for $10. That'd be $2 a piece when you get $10 worth. Ray's Penny Farm, I'm wondering, does that one mean that you want the 5 spots for $10? Or do you want one spot at $2.50? I'm going to be offering a number of these up this evening. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here, let's see. Bill bets bins 5. So let's just go ahead and get started at that. Bill bets bins 5. Robert NAT Gravett. He wants 5. The Ray's Penny Farm wants 1 at $2.50. And let's see what's next. James Dowdle wants 5. You gonna catch up on that? Okay. James Dowdle wants 5 at $2 each. Todd Carmen wants 1 spot at $2.50. Mantic wants 5 spots at $2 apiece. Donald Harmon wants 5 spots. Let's take these in order because we may run out. I want to take these in order. Got Donald Harmon wants 5. Stephen Elliott wants 5. Art Ring wants 5. Let's see how many that is now. I can only sell 40 spots today. That's 37. Let's see. I can only sell 3 more spots right now, so Bulldog is next in line. Bulldog, I'll sell you the 3 spots at 2 apiece because I couldn't give you 5. That sound good to you? Good night, Paula. Bulldog says okay. He'll take the last 3 spots that I have available for now. Okay. So I've got that. Now, I'm going to move on to... Hey, Chuck, get your stuff together. What is going on? I know where this comes from. Hang on just a moment, people, while I pull my head out and figure out what I'm doing. All right, another one, 1964p bank wrapped cent roll. This one was selling for 95 cents per spot on my website. This is OBW roll reveal number 5. Going to be coming up later in the week. You got one random coin from the roll at 95 cents. Well, this isn't going to be 95 cents here. No, sir. We are going to do these at, let's see, how much would 4 of them normally cost? Let's see, how much would 3 of them normally cost? 3 would be $3. About 3 for $2. 3 for $2. Who's binning 8? What are you binning 8 of, Robert? Okay, we're going to start right now with 1964 spots. Todd Carmen wants 3 spots at $2. So Todd Carmen wants 3 spots at $2. So this is OBW5, 1964. Three spots at $2. Let me figure out the math on that here real quick. 2 divided by 3, 66 cents a piece. Okay. Now I'm ready to start. Todd Carmen gets 3 spots for $2. Robert Gravitt wants 9 spots for $6. Bill Betts wants 3 for 2. Just do it this way. Bill Betts wants 3. Let's see. Todd is already in. Bill is already in. Robert's already in. Robert Adams wants 9 spots. And Bulldog, you get 6 for 2, buddy. No, not 4 for 2. 3 for 2. Bulldog, you get 3 for 2. You want 4 $2 spots? That'd be 12 coins. Tell me what you want, buddy. Not understanding 4 for 2. Okay. I'll say the names and you enter them as I say them. Right now, I'm kind of unsure as to exactly what Bulldog wants, because he's being confusing. Donald Harmon wants 3 for 2. And I believe what Bulldog wants is $12 worth, yes. 3 spots. Bulldog wants 4 spots for 2, so that's 12 coins. 12 spots altogether. 4. That's only $8, buddy. Put Bulldog down for a total of 8. 3 for 2. 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 spots. Bulldog wants 12 spots. $8. There we go. Gosh, what's left? See how many that is. Total of 38. I can sell a few more. Do a few more. Don Harmon wanted one, so we're gonna give Don Harmon. We're gonna give him $2 worth. That's 3 spots. It's 3 for $2, so Don Harmon gets one more. You just paste his name in there. I'll take care of it. Messed up my own skill. All right. Well, that works. Okay, that is a total of 38 spots sold here. I'll just take it like it goes. Harmon wants 3 spots, 3 total, or 3 $2 lots. So he wants 3 total. He's already got 1 spoken for, so I'll just add 2 more in there. No problem. Then I'll have to stop selling after that because I don't want to oversell. Okay, so that brings us up to a grand total of how many? 44 sold. Okay, got a total of 44 sold. That's good enough for now. We may have a few extra coins at the end. Those could be giveaways. Never know. All right, we got one more. One more that I want to show you right now. Got a 1968D roll coming up. This is going to be a St. Louis Fed Reserve wrapped roll of 1968D. We're going to try. Okay, Steven, I'll send the invoice. I'll send everybody an invoice. And you will be able to pay that invoice over the next day or two. I'm not looking to get paid tonight. It's not that big of a deal. It's okay, Penny Parent. We'll take care of that. Okay, so on the 1968D, you want 1968D roll reveal spots. I have those offered on the website at 75 cents each. Right now, I'll do 5 spots for $2. You get 5 coins at $2. Anybody wants those 5 at $2 on the 1968D original bank wrapped roll? Speak up now. Bill Betts wants 10 for $4. Thank you, sir. Let's see. 5 at $2.20. No, that's 40. Sorry, 40 cents. Trying to get the math all right here. Okay. Got that. And I've got a number of these available as well. On the 1968D. So, dun dun dun. Let me go back. 10 for $4 on Bill Betts. $10. Cent Hoarder wants 20. We're going to run out of these pretty quickly. That's 30 already, and Robert Adams wants another 10. I'm going to run out of spots before I get to people here, because this is only one roll of coins. What do I have now? We already got 40 at Robert Adams. I'm only going to be able to sell 5 more spots right now. Mantic was the next one who called in. He called in 10 for $4. So I'm going to be able to give you 5 for $2, and that's it. So Mantic will get 5 for $2, and unfortunately, that's it. I'm out of those spots. Next week's auction, we will have more available. But for this week, this is all we've got available. I appreciate everyone jumping in and getting involved. And I promise you that I will get to these spots relatively soon. Mantic at 5 for $2 is as far as I got on the 1968 roll. I will be doing another 1968 roll within the next week or two. It will be from a different source. Next live auction will be next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central. We're going to try to do this every Tuesday. I'm going to have to figure out what to do about the third Tuesday of the month, because the third Tuesday of the month, I will either be at a Coin Club meeting or I will be at a Veterans of Foreign Wars meeting, because those both happen on the same day here in North Carolina. And it happens to be on the third Tuesday of the month, the same night that I'm trying to do an auction. So we're either going to have to move the third week auction to a different date or just cancel the third week altogether. But every other week, I will continue to do 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. That will be every Tuesday evening on the Coppercoins channel right here on YouTube. Hidden, yes, I can do that. Awesome. Thanks, Robert. I knew that you get that package soon. Let me go ahead and take all this other stuff down. So that we're back to where we can actually see me. There we go. Hello. I'm that guy that's been running the auction for the last couple of hours. Scent Hoarder, yes, I do have a Dansko album for sale. So go ahead and PM me and we'll talk about it. I'll try to get it in the next box to you. I'm pretty much ready to get back to business. I've got everything pretty much lined out. I've been, it's like, I go to make rolls of coins and I don't have, I don't have one of my tools, or I can't find my double sticky tape, or I can't find something that I packed. Well, I know I packed everything. I know it's in boxes around here somewhere. And I have unpacked most of the boxes, and thanks to Mr. Folk. Mr. Robert Folk came out here from Illinois to North Carolina just to help me get everything set up in my office. He's an amazing guy. Cannot believe the amount of organizational skills that he has and what he has put together in this office to help me get my business done better and faster. Amazing. Hats off to Mr. Robert Folk. Okay, Steve, send me a PM on that, and I'll make sure I do that. I'll make note of it. I've got a whiteboard back behind me that I'm going to start keeping information on. And my camera is up here, but you guys are way over here. So let me try to fix that just a little bit because I don't need anything else here. There we go. Now I'm looking a little bit more directly toward the camera while I'm talking with you guys. Good night, Joe. The guy with the smooth radio voice. Wish I knew who that was. Somebody tell me one time I've got a perfect face for radio. Hello, Mr. Numismatist. So what we're doing now, we're catching up on paperwork and getting everything together and getting the last little parts of my office all put together the way it needs to be. And I'm getting Sherman used to living here. He's getting used to that. Today was one of those little lessons about living in North Carolina that he had never seen living in Florida. Oddly enough, in Florida, we don't generally have the little grasshoppers that jump and they got wings and fly around. But here in North Carolina, you do have those. And earlier today, I took Sherman out for a walk, and a grasshopper jumped right up in front of his face, and he about freaked out. I mean, it was like super freak out time. He had no idea what this little flying creature was that just hit him in the face. It was amazingly funny. Well, okay, and here's another thing about getting used to North Carolina. We don't have coconuts in North Carolina. Don't have coconut trees here. But good night, Todd. We were able to. We were able to. I was just reading Ray's message about how much would I sell the wood penny things I use to look at the obverse and reverse of coins. We're talking about this little guy right here. Can't sell them because I can't make them. I can tell you how to make it though, and you can get your own wood cutting supplies. You need a 3/4 inch router bit. You need ash 1x2s. That's what these are. These are ash 1x2s. Cut your 3/4 inch groove to a depth of, I don't know. It's not very deep. And you flute the center of it going all the way down. And you cut these to a length of, hang on just a moment. Get my handy measuring stick. And if you cut these to a length of 20 inches, you will be able to fit 25 coins comfortably within this flute. And so 20 inches long, 3/4 inch router bit at approximately 1 millimeter down, maybe 2 millimeters down. A penny's not but a couple of millimeters tall. And so you just want it enough so that the pennies don't slide up and down when you put them on there. So that when you stick a coin in the flute and you tilt the flute, the penny's not going to drop out. That's the only reason that groove is in there. But it's hewn in there with a 3/4 inch router bit. And these little holes at the ends were drilled in there so that a peg, a dowel peg, would fit through them. And you could actually put two of these together like this, put pegs through the ends, and it would trap 25 coins within it. I didn't really see much point in doing that after I'd already done it. And so there's no real reason to do that. But 20 inches long and routed 3/4 inch in the middle. Talking about ash 1x2 and an ash 1x2. This is really good wood. Same thing baseball bats are made of. And they're very durable. They're very hard. And so there we go. Yes, Bulldog, it was a great auction. I enjoy doing this. I really like doing it. Real fun. Well, super glue might hold it in place, but you wouldn't be able to get it back apart. That would be a problem. But these have always worked really well for me. And in my drawers, no, my desk, the front of my desk is homemade. So let me show you. My desk is homemade, and I have these slides in the front here, and they're trapped in the bottom. They're made of they're made of really nice plywood, or actually wafer board. And then I put a couple of these things down here, and I slide that drawer in, and it holds them nice and tight. So now I put my coins in there. Okay. Now I'm going to try to do this one-handed because I'm holding the camera with the other hand. But if I take this and flip it over the top of this, and usually I'm holding it with both hands, so it's a lot easier to do. Then I flip the whole thing over, take the top off. Now I'm looking at the reverse. Imagine doing that with an entire half roll of coins. All at once, you flip the whole half roll over, and you're looking at the reverse of the coins. Then you tighten it up. You can slide the coin around on it, and the wood won't move on you. And that's what I have. Oh, you want to read my t-shirt? Let me drop everything and work on your problem. So there we go. Yeah, well, you know, Robert, this came over a period of about 10 years of playing around with different things and figuring different things out. And my uncle had a router, and he had a table saw, and he had all the belt sanders and everything else I could ever want. So I went to him with an idea, and we went outside and we found a couple of sticks of wood, and we cut them. And I have now been using these for 15 years. I've been using these same pieces of wood right here. This is 15 years old. This has been through a couple of 100,000 coins, which is why this wasn't polished, but it has become polished over the years just by using it. I did wear this shirt to work. I wore this shirt to work. In fact, one of the consultants to our work got the shirt for me because he came to visit and work with me on some of the programming code. And every time he turned around, I was off doing a different project because everyone wanted my attention all at once. So he got this t-shirt for me and sent it to me. That's how I got it. I had another one. I ended up having to get rid of it because it got stained in the washer. But it said, thank you for not interrupting me while I ignore you. That was another really good one I had. I had another one that said, paddle faster, I hear banjo music. That was because that goes back to a story in Mayaca State Park in Florida. Rented a canoe, and you're talking about a lake that's just totally infested full of alligators. We rented a canoe, and we took the canoe out, and the wind was blowing at such a rate that I could not paddle the canoe fast enough to keep the boat going against the wind. And the lake is only like 1.5 feet, 2 feet deep in most places because most Florida lakes are very shallow. In fact, Lake Okeechobee is one of the largest lakes in the country, at its deepest, it's only about 10 feet deep. But so I'm in Myakka Lake, and I'm paddling faster than I even know how to paddle, right? And I'm not going anywhere. I'm going backwards. I've been on rivers and been able to navigate rivers better than this lake. And so here's all these alligators looking at me, wondering, what is this guy doing? See, he must be some idiot from up north somewhere. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Penny Parent. I did have an issue at one point where a guy paid me on PayPal and his address was wrong. He had moved, but he didn't change his address with PayPal. So when I ship to people, I ship using the address in PayPal. If your address is different from the address in PayPal, all guarantees are off as to insurance or claims or anything else, because once I don't ship to a PayPal address, PayPal doesn't allow you any recourse if a package gets lost. So be sure you change your address with PayPal to your current address if it's not already, so I can ship to the proper address. Make sure you do that before you pay your invoice. But anyhow, that's how I got the Paddle Faster I Hear Banjo music. I can also remember going down the Manatee River one time, and I was in the upper area of the Manatee River, almost up to Lake Manatee. And the river in that area is only 10, 12 feet wide. So I'm paddling along, and I see a big tail going down into the water. I follow the look of that tail on up the bank, and it's attached to about a 12-foot gator. I decided it probably wasn't a very good idea to be on that river at that time. The good part of it, though, was a little bit later once I got on downstream. I had a couple of manatees going underneath me. And manatees are huge animals, but they're very docile and they're very, very sensitive creatures. So you just sit there and they'll swim right under you. It's really cool. The manatees I saw were, I'm going to guess, between 8 and 12 feet long. Pretty big animals. They weigh a lot. It would be appropriate in North Carolina, Robert. It would also be very appropriate if I wore it over at the border of Georgia and South Carolina, which is where The Deliverance was filmed back in 1973. A lot of people don't know that. Sea cows, dugongs, manatee. The county I lived in was named after the animal, manatee. I very much appreciate your participation tonight. I very much appreciate you guys just coming back to me. Even though I've been gone for a month, and now you know why I was gone for a month, because I am in a different state now. Happy to live in North Carolina, happy to be away from the issues that we had with the weather, the heat, the population, the stink, the beaches with their blue-green algae, amoeba, sharks, stingrays, Portuguese man-o-war, all those wonderful creatures that make you not want to get in the water. We don't have any of that here. I don't even think there's any alligators here. But anyhow, I need to get going. I need to take care of business here and start getting things taken care of so I can get them all shipped out to people. Those of you who have requested that I not ship, please send me a PM and make sure that I keep track of that, because I will accidentally ship to people. If I come up with a package to ship and it's sitting in my way, I'll ship it unless you've told me not to. I appreciate it, Robert. Thank you very much. You guys all have a great night. Everybody take care of yourself. And I will see you when I do. Keep watching the OBW role reveal category on LincolnCent.com. Just go to LincolnCent.com, find the OBW role reveal category, and go in there. You will find a table that will show a list of the OBW role reveals and when I will be doing them on YouTube. I will also create events on YouTube, so you'll get a notification on them, so you'll know that they're upcoming, and you can join live and watch live. The rules won't change. I'll have an additional camera by the time I do one of those. I've got one coming in that will show my hands and everything that's going on down here, as well as one up here on my face, so that you can see that I'm being nice and honest. I'm not seeding rolls. I'm not doing anything. Folks, I've got thousands of rolls, and I'm finding crafty ways of opening these rolls so that we can see what's in them. So they're going to be live roll openings. I'm going to start them later this week and roll them into next week. I've also got a whole bunch of videos to work on to put on the YouTube channel. Once I get those ready, once they get up on the YouTube channel, we will have a lot of stuff for you to watch. A lot of educational videos, a lot of did you knows, a lot of things about large and small date coins, about coin grading. Going to be all kinds of stuff. So just stay tuned. All right, folks. Take care.